The 2021 edition of NXT's The Great American Bash featured a hard-hitting match between Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and the return of Tegan Nox. Hey everyone, I'm Denise Salcedo, and this is the Sportster News. NXT held the Great American Bash, and here were all of the biggest moments of the night. The night opened up with one of the matches I was most looking forward to, MSK versus the newly formed team of Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. The match delivered and was the perfect choice to open the show. Ciampa and Thatcher, who had the vast majority of the crowd behind them throughout the match, forced MSK to wrestle their style for a large portion of the match. But MSK pulled off some impressive counters, and in the end, we saw MSK win with an inside cradle, thus retaining the tag team titles. This was not the most dominant way to win, however, it was still a win. NXT General Manager William Regal and his hired peacekeeper Samoa Joe mediated an encounter between NXT Champion Karrion Kross and the man who has a thorn in his side for several weeks, Johnny Gargano. After some back and forth shots between Gargano and Kross, William Regal proclaimed that Kross would defend his gold against Gargano on next week's edition of NXT. However, since Kross really wants to obliterate Gargano, it was decided that Samoa Joe would serve as the referee for the match. Cameron Grimes is without a doubt the most over man in NXT right now, which is why it's such a shame that he will have to work as LA Knight's butler after losing the $1 Million Championship at the Great American Bash. Knight had to pull out some dastardly tricks to get the win, but his cheating paid off, and he not only left the CWC with the $1 Million Championship around his waist, but also with a new butler. After working a Raw Dark match last night, Tegan Nox returned to NXT after almost a year away. Nox, who was revealed as the person behind the mysterious battery-charging vignettes that have been appearing on NXT TV over the last few weeks, made a return during the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match between champs The Way, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, and challengers Zoe Stark and Io Shirai. Nox signed with the company in 2017 and was scheduled to compete in the inaugural Mae Young Classic, but was forced to withdraw after tearing her ACL before the tournament began. She has torn her ACL 2 more times since then. Zoe Stark took advantage of the chaos caused by Nox's return to hit a modified GTS on Hartwell to pick up the win for herself and Io Shirai. The two women have only known each other for a few weeks, but they're already NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Although the match itself was okay, it was largely overshadowed by Nox's return. During the commercial break, Dexter Lumis appeared and carried his love interest, Indy Hartwell, backstage. So Index is still a thing, in case you were wondering. At NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver back in April, Kyle O'Reilly bested his former Undisputed Era teammate Adam Cole in an unsanctioned match. The defeat has eaten away at Cole ever since, and his quest to prove that he is still the measuring stick of NXT led him to the main event of the Great American Bash, where he finally got his win back. Unsurprisingly, the match was excellent. It was a brutal, strong-style adjacent match in which both men showcased their technical prowess as well as their resilience. After his defeat at Stand and Deliver, Cole needed the win more than O'Reilly, but despite losing, O'Reilly's stock is more valuable than it has ever been. Cole made him look like what he is, one of the most gifted professional wrestlers on the planet, and he returned the favor to Cole. What did you guys think of the Great American Bash? What was your favorite moment of the night? Go ahead and let us know in the comment section below. Other than that, do not forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter and or on Instagram at _Denise Salcedo. And make sure to check out thesportster.com for more on the latest in pro wrestling news.